Kabanata 36, Pearl. Pagkatapos ng eksena ni Mami, medyo tahimik na si Tito Achilles. Nag-iba rin ang timpla ko pero sinubukan kong umayos para makausap naman si Philly at Harper. I told them about my problem with Mami's expenses. She'll put her talents to use, sabi niya kanina. I said, a bit worried now. Nasa counter si Tito Achilles kasama si Jack ngayon. Tahimik ang dalawa na nag-uusap pero alam kong nakikinig si Tito dahil pasulyap-sulyap siya sa banda namin. Jackson listened to my rant. Ganoon din si Harper at ang girlfriend niya samantalang si Philly lang ang nagbabahagi ng saloobin tungkol kay Mami. That's her exact words? Philly smirked evilly. Sa po ang noo ko, tinanguan ko ang kaibigan. Mas lalong lumapad pa ang ngiti ni Philly. Anong talent naman kaya iyon? Ngumusa ako at nag-isip. Hotel management, though I hope she won't find an easy way out of the situation. Exactly, she may opt an easy way out of this, Amber, instead of working and saving money. Her smile grew more. She now looks like a Cheshire cat with a big curly wig of a hair. And we both know that her most prominent talent is not exactly hotel management, Philly noted. Nagkatinginan kami ng kaibigan. Philly is my best friend. Kahit pa wala siyang sinasabi, pareho naming kilalang kilala si Mami. I lighten up when I imagine what she's exactly imagining right now. Sa huli, pareho kaming suminghap at natawa na lang sa makahulugang titigan. Perhaps you have a Lopez cousin who's widowed, Philly? Sabay tawa ko. Humagalpak na rin si Philly. Umiling na lang ako. What do you mean by that? Jackson asked darkly as he shifted on his seat. Sasabihin ko sanang biro lang naman iyon. My mom married young and that's when all the prominent bachelors tried to pursue her, but she chose Gaudentia Sevilla, my father. Ganun pa man, hindi lingid sa kaalaman ko na marami pa rin ang nangarap sa kanya despite her ties to my father. It was one reason why it's so easy for me and Snow to conclude that she had another man because, aside from her social side, she's also very attractive to all the males near her age. Hindi nababagay sa mama mo, Amber, ang isang lalaking magkukonsinti sa kanya. Ang dapat sa kanya ay marunong ding dumisiplina. Si Tito Achilles. Umayos ako sa pagkakaupo at tumango sa sinabi ni Tito. I was just joking po. Maybe she doesn't have to have a man to fix her problem right now. She can do it all by herself. Yeah, I just can't help but think that there's an easy way out of her predicament, si Philly. Isa pa, wala na kayo sa iisang bubong. She may be very lonely and to compensate for that, she might shop more. Like Tito Arturo's friend, you know Tito Joffrey was so lonely that he needed an outlet, kaya ayun, nagkasino. There's plenty of rooms here. She can stay here if she wants. I will offer. Si Jackson. Oh gosh, you don't know Maria Emilia. Although her opinion of Jackson has changed, it will take more years and many remarkable events before she swallowed her pride and agreed to stay here. My mom won't leave Nikolai. Nikolai's penthouse, I mean. Hihintayin ko na lang ang sinabi niya. For sure she has her own plans, so I'll just let her be. Mabuti na lang at hindi rin nagtagal ang topic. Iyon nga lang, nang nagbago at nagkatuwaan na kami ni na Harper at Philly, kinailangan na rin nilang umalis. They have things to do. Ganoon din si Tito Achilles, kaya nang umalis ang tatlo, sumunod na rin ito. When are you going to teach me how to fish, Lolo? Si Jack. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kung tungkol saan ang kanina pa nilang pinag-uusapan. When we go to Castellana na, Jack. Si Jackson. Tumango ang anak ko. I'm excited to see the boats. You grew up there, Papa? I want to live there too. Yes, Jack. Nawala ang atensyon ni Jack nang yakapin siya ni Tito Achilles. Nasa harap na kami ng pintuan. Humalukip-kip ako at pinanood na lang sila. See you tomorrow. Si Tito. Tumango ako at natili ang panonood. Gabi na nang umuwi si Tito Achilles. Jack immediately dragged his father on the family room for the PlayStation game Philomena brought him. Hinayaan ko na lang sila at chinek na lang ang dining area at kitchen kung may hindi pa ba naliligpit. Nang natapos ako sa ginagawa, narinig ko namang nasa gym na ang mag-ama. I can hear the basketball bouncing and Jack laps. Dumiretso na ako sa kwarto para ihanda sa walk-in closet ang napiling isusuot bukas. After a special blocking and rehearsal for Michael's annual fashion show, I picked this sparkling midnight blue Annie Schiffer halter gown with a very long front left leg slit. Isang formal strict party kasi ang hinanda ng pamilya para kay Lolo. I did not bring my accessories here, but the gown doesn't need any more bling. Maybe a studded earrings are fine and that's all. Jack will wear a midnight blue suit and a brown shoes. Jackson had it tailored wherever he gets his own suit. Nasa walk-in closet iyon ni Jackson at hinanda ko na kahapon pa lang. After checking my things, I started calling my agent for more information about my hectic week next week. First day is the annual fashion show. Mommy obviously can't come. I have 2 tickets but I don't think Jack is allowed to be in the show. Mabuti na lang at malapit sa kondo ni na Snow ang show kaya pwedeng iwan saglit si Jack doon kasama si Ate Nelia. At dapat maging si Jackson but he said he'll accompany me. There will be a rest day and the next days will be a continuation of the uni project, fitting para sa show, and many more. Iniisip kong babalik na rin yata si Jackson sa pagtatrabaho, although I can see that he'd work at home every now and then. Pagkatapos kong ayusin ang schedule ko, lumabas na ako ng kwarto para tingnan kung nasaan na sila. They are now checking the improvement of Jack's room. Mabilis ang paggawa at kaunti lang ang changes kaya malapit na ring matapos iyon. Nag-uusap silang dalawa kaya hinayaan ko na ulit at pumasok na sa banyo para maligo at maghanda sa pagtulog. My head is filled with Mommy's predicaments the whole time. I can't help but note that she went back to Manila Pen after her runs here. Wala na siyang pera pero bumalik pa rin siya. Who could possibly pay for her lunch there? Then I felt sad for Mommy. Should I unfreeze my accounts? Ang sakit naman sa ulo nito. Pagkatapos kong mag-ayos, nasa kama na ang mag-ama. They are both done bathing and are in their clothes for bed. Kahit na halatang antok na si Jack, pinipilit niyang dumilat. Jackson's laptop is on his lap. Nag-angat siya ng tingin sa akin sa kalagitnaan ng ginagawa habang ang anak ko naman sinundan ako ng tingin nang umikot ako sa tamang side ng bed. Mama, the paint doesn't smell. I can now have my own room. Nagkatinginan kami ni Jackson and then he turned to his laptop and started typing. Tumikhim ako para sa anak. That's good. When do you plan to sleep there? Hindi ka ba natatakot? Umiling si Jack, looking annoyed with my last question. Of course not. Besides, I like having my own room and not stay with you and Papa. That's called privacy. Medyo nagulat ako sa sinabi ni Jack. Pagilid na nilingon ni Jackson si Jack. Jack smiled wildly and turned to his father. If I have my room, I have my privacy. If you two stay in this room, you have your privacy. Hilaw akong ngumisi para sa anak. I can sense my eyebrow twitching from Jackson's weird teachings to him. Mama and Papa knocks first and wait until I give the permission before going inside my room. I will knock and call first, wait for your answer, before going inside this room. Privacy. The hell is my son talking about? Itinabi ni Jackson ang laptop niya. Hindi na yata nakayanan na sinasabi ng anak ang mga itinuturo niya. Gusto ko tuloy sabihin ngayon na gusto ko ng sariling kwarto, kaso parang ang hirap lalo na sa harap ni Jack. Sa huli, inisip ko na lang na tsaka ko na ire-request iyon kay Jackson kapag kami na lang dalawa at malayo sa pandinig ng anak. Nagkukulitan pa ang dalawa, nakatulog na ako. Sa pagod siguro iyon kaya naman maaga rin ako nagising. Jack was still asleep when I woke up. Jackson was already awake but he closed his eyes again and hugged my son for comfort. Hinayaan ko silang ganoon ng ayos nang bumangon ako para tingnan ang breakfast na lulutuin ng kasambahay. It was a usual day for the whole morning. Naging hectic lang nang tumungtong ng 1 p.m. at dumagsa na ang tawag ni na Snow at Tita Athena para sa last-minute preparation sa birthday ni Lolo. I did my makeup even when I was offered by some famous makeup artist to do it for free just for promotion. Nahihiya kasi akong pumili kaya minabuti kong tanggihan na lang ang lahat. Nagsimula akong kabahan para sa party nang nag-alas 4 na. I regret rejecting Snow's offer to come earlier in the hotel. Naisip kong kung sana maaga kami, may papakilala ko si Jack sa mga relative ni Jackson ng mas maaga rin. I won't have to make a scene on the party proper but it's too late for that now. Do I look like you now, Papa? Si Jack pagkatapos ayusan ni Jackson ng bowtie. Jackson chuckled and nodded. Jack smiled and went to the walk-in closet for a bigger view of himself. Nakaupo pa si Jack sa kama. Inaayos ang sapatos samantalang nakatayo naman ako sa harap ng tukador, inaayos na lang ng konti ang buhok. Kanina pa kami tahimik na nag-aayos, panay ang sulyap niya sa akin sa salamin kaya napapatingin ako sa kanya pabalik. I'll see if Ate Nelia's ready. I'll show her my suit. Jack announced and ran out of the door. I checked the slit of my long gown and checked my face again. I bought you something as well. Wear it. Si Jax pagkatapos ay tumayo sa likod ko. Hindi ko na kailangan siyang lingunin dahil nakikita ko siya sa salamin. The black box on the dresser. Dagdag niya. Tumango na lang ako at tiningnan iyon. May itim ngang box doon. I wonder what it is. If it's a necklace, hindi rin masyadong makikita dahil halter top ang suot ko. I opened it and got a shock of my life when I saw what's inside. Unang tingin, gusto kong umapila. This is an engagement ring. There is just no doubt about it. It's a thick white gold ring with a pearl as a center and small diamonds around it, and also around the ring. Kumalabog ang puso ko ng husto. Nagkatinginan kami sa salamin. But he didn't ask me to marry him, so this might just a fancy ring for an occasion like this. I don't want to assume fast. Kalmado kong kinuha iyon para ibsan ang kaba at kakaibang nararamdaman ko para rito. Walang kahirap-hirap kong isinuot sa gitnang daliri ko, thinking that if it's a fashion ring, it could fit, but when it didn't, I glanced at the mirror again. He's watching my hand trying to wear it with an amusement etched on his face. Nakaupo pa rin siya, naghihintay na maisuot ko iyon. Hindi kasya. My voice grew hoarse because although I didn't want to assume, that look on his face told me that he's just waiting for me to fall for his trap. Let me see, he said tenderly and held out his hand. I held out the ring to give it to him. Ibabagsak ko lang sana ang singsing pero buong kamay ko ang hinawakan at hinila niya kaya wala akong nagawa kundi ang mapalapit. His lips pouted on a supposed serious moment of examining the ring. His knees were jailing me in between his thighs as he picked my ring finger. Nag-angat siya ng tingin sa akin bago niya mabilis na ipinasok ang singsing doon. Umawang ang labi ko, hindi na nagkaroon ng pagkakataong umapila pero ginawa pa rin pagkatapos. His arms then locked my legs up so I wouldn't get out of his hold. Sinubukan kong hubarin ang singsing pero tamang-tama lang ang sukat nito na medyo mahirap pang tanggalin. He smirked. Hindi ko na kailangang magtanong pa. Sa itsura niya pa lang, alam kong patibong nga ito. What's this for, huh? Hindi ibig sabihin na ganito ang arrangement natin, payag na ako nito. I ranted. Kaya nga ako nanliligaw, di ba? Sinusuyo. Nanliligaw ka? Tapos may ganito na? Sabay pakita ko sa kamay kong may singsing. Nagtaas siya ng kilay. His look remained amused as he watched me panic. I don't want to marry you. Kaya yung panliligaw mo, invalid. I told you already that I am just accepting a hookup and I'm not up for anything serious. Well, if this is a hookup ring, ayos lang. His amused eyes glared at me. His smile wasn't a particularly friendly smile. I panicked more when I realized what I just said. Anong ayos lang, Amber? Ayos lang na hook-up ring yan? Kasi pumapayag kang makipag-hook up sa kanya? Huwag kang papahalatang tigang na tigang ka. Damn it! Shut up with the hook-up. We did not even hook up unless you're telling me that our occasional make-out sessions are your kind of hook-up. Hindi ako makahanap ng mga salita. Basta't hinahabol ko ang hininga ko lalo na't nakatingala siya sa akin, may ekspresyon ng pagkakaaliw na hinaluan ng iritasyon. Tinitigan ko na maigi ang singsing while his other hand continued to snare around me. His face found a way to my neck. Nakaliliyo ang tama ng hininga niya sa aking leeg. Gusto ko siyang awatin kaya hinawakan ko siya sa balikat pero hindi ko magawang itulak siya palayo lalo na nang tumama ang labi niya sa aking labi. He kissed and bit my lips like a hungry, tormented animal. I felt dizzy at the way he did it. Para akong mababaliw nang naramdaman ko ang kontrolado niyang pananabik. I only stopped thinking that he controlled his desire when I felt his hand on my side boob. Jax! Saway ko. Pakakasal ka sa akin. He whispered. Kinagat ko ang labi ko. Gusto kong ipilit ang hook up na gusto ko. Gusto ko. Gusto ko pa talaga ha? Kaso lang anong sasabihin ko kay Jack kapag nagtanong iyon kung sakali na ano kami ng papa niya? I should think of a way to combat his sudden crazy questions or I'd choke on the spot. Jack, ka-hook up ko lang ang papa mo. If I answer that, it sounds weird. Plus, it will teach my son his father's playboy damn ways. No way. Meanwhile, my makeup is ruined because he kisses too much. And that's while I have all this monologue inside my head. I saw his lips stained a bit with my lipstick. His licks on his lips made it all disappear. Hahalik ulit ng marahan at ganun ulit ang gagawin. Pwede namang hindi na tayo pakakasal dahil lang kay Jack. Maintindihan niya naman. I stopped because it caught his attention so much. He stopped his kisses and he looked at me darkly. Our son is out of this topic. This is just all about us. Mataman at medyo galit niyang sinabi. Dinungaw ko siya, medyo guilty sa naiisip ko. When we talk about us, our son is out of that. Mariin niyang sinabi habang tinitigan akong mabuti. Hindi naman ako makatingin sa kanya. Is this all you think about now? That I'm all pursuing you because we have a son, Amber? Sasang-ayon sana ako dahil kahit sa sarili ko, naisip ko rin iyon. Napumayag na lang sa kanya for the sake of my son. But I'm scared because I know the truth is, it isn't just about Jack for me. I know myself. I know how much I'm crazy for him. And I'm scared. I want to tell him about it, but if I do, I know there will be no turning back then for me. If I tell him how I really feel, then all my fears will come true. I will be vulnerable again. The darkness I jailed in that urn will be unleashed and will forever rule me. Ngumuso na lang ako. Narinig namin ang tawa ni Jack sa labas at ang tawag niya sa amin doon. I glanced at the door thinking he'd storm in off the room but he didn't. Jackson's dark and serious eyes remained on me. Fury is etched passionately in his glare. Pakiramdam ko tuloy, babawiin niya ang engagement ring na ibinigay dahil sa nalaman niya ngayon. Sige, sabi ko at uminit ng husto ang pisngi. Anong sige? Mariin pa rin ang tono niya, naghihintay ng kamalian ko. Girlfriend na lang muna, pag-iisipan ko pa ito. Pag-iisipan mo lang ba dahil may anak tayo? Hindi pa rin natinag ang boses niya kahit na matinding pag-amin na para sa akin ang huling sinabi. Nagkatinginan kami. Strands of my darkness in that urn were unleashed a bit and although I know it's petty, I can't help but challenge him. Bakit? Babawiin mo ba ito kapag sinabi kong oo? Gusto kong pakasalan mo ako dahil mahal mo ako, hindi dahil may anak tayo. Kung ganoon, babawiin mo nga? I challenged lowly. Nanatili ang mariing mga mata niya sa akin. His eyes cast shadows that would also challenge my glare, but his lips gave him away. The sexy slight smirk on it told me that he's just amused. He finds it funny. I waited for his answer but nothing came. Just a soft kiss. I watched him slowly closing his eyes, tormenting himself with a soft brush of his lips on mine. I won't take back the ring I gave my girlfriend, Amber, he said and gave me kisses again. Para akong natutunaw. Bahagya ko siyang tinulak dahil nasisira na talaga ang lipstick ko dahil sa ginagawa niya. May party pa kaming dadaluhan. Jax, ang lipstick ko. Kung hindi pa kumatok si Jack at nagtanong kung pwede ba siyang pumasok, baka hindi ko na siya napigilan sa mga ginagawa niya. Mapupungay ang mga mata ni Jackson nang hinarap ang anak. The smirk on his face was then plastered all along until we're in the venue. They are not in the hotel rooms anymore. Nasa loob na. Sabi ko pagkatapos ibaba ang tawag ni Snow. Jackson was watching me with eyes full of meaning and lips in a soft smile. Sabay taas ng kilay. Nagtiimbagang ako dahil alam ko ang lumulukob sa isipan niya at kahit normal kong salita, ganyan ang tingin niya sa akin. Kumurap-kurap ako at sinubukang ignorahin ang reaksyon niya sa halos lahat ng gawin ko. The more grand and elegant the party is, the more simple it looks like. Pagkapasok ko sa hall at pagkakita ko sa mga media na nag-aabang sa mga panauhin, agad kong napuna ang magara at mamahaling dekorasyon sa bakuna pa lang. The media stormed us but it was as if the security knew what will happen. Hindi na kami napagtanungan pa dahil mabilis umaksyon ang mga guard at matagumpay kaming nakapasok sa loob nang hindi nahaharap ang kahit sino man. Sa mahabang lamesa namin, kasama ko si Snow, si Bal, si Archer, Kael, at ilan pang mga pinsan ni Jackson kasama ang mga anak nila. I saw the heads turning our way, kahit sa mga matatanda at ilang kilalang pamilya. But mostly everyone in our table stood up to welcome us, and especially Jack. Hi! Salubong ni Zaria Riago sabay kuha sa sariling anak. I saw her excitement at Jack, and then she glanced at me to smile. What's your name? My name is Jack. Jackson then squatted in front of Jack. My son looked so overwhelmed at everyone who's watching him. Ares Riego went to the crowd and joined. Naroon pa rin si Tito Achilles. All of them are wearing formal suits and gowns. All of their eyes were on my son with wonder and amazement. Jack, this is my family. Your family. Si Jackson. Lumapit ako at tiningnang mabuti ang mga mata ng anak ko. He looked so shocked when he turned to his father. Jackson smiled and started the introduction to everyone in front of my son. Napangiti rin ako nang nakita ang ekspresyon ng anak. Laglag ang panga sabay tango sa bawat pagpapakilala ni Jackson sa mga pinsan at mga asawa ng mga ito. Hindi lang iyan, the children shocked him and made him smile as well. The young Visarius Riego VII had a long hair, gaya ni Jack noon. The eyes of my son remained on the younger child as he smiled wildly, and then he looked at me with awe. Mama, this baby looks just like me when my hair was still long. Excited na sinabi na anak ko. Natawa ako pero naantig ako ng konti sa nakitang kasiyahan ng anak. Tumayo si Jackson sa gilid ko at mabilis na inangkin ng kamay niya ang aking baywang. I couldn't turn to him because the questions of the woman were now coming. Ilang taon na siya, Amber? Zari asked. 6 years old. Mas matanda siya kay Archer. He's the eldest of the Riagos then. Si Solil na agad na binalingan ang anak ko. Milo, look! Yuri called an older boy. Bumaling si Yuri sa akin nang naipakilala na ni Vincent Iyong si Milo sa anak ko. Yuri smiled at me. Anak ni Andres at Cassandra Hidalgo, iyong kapatid ni Vince, si Michael Angelo. Oh, mabilis akong tumango at tiningnan ang pamilyang iyon. Andres waved at me from behind their crowd. I smiled at him. Older now, but he looked happier with his wife hugging his chest. Some of our family friends went to us too. Ni hindi na makasingit ang mga Lopez kaya sa amin na lang nakihalo. I was stormed with questions about Jack, my life in the US, my mom, Nikolai. Jackson needed to leave me because Jack is now bombarded with his friends and family. Nagtawanan pa ang lahat nang ipakilala ang babae sa mga Riego, Radley and Zaria's daughter, and their son. I also heard how Snow is pregnant. Nagulat ako at hindi na natanggal ang ngiti ko para sa pinsan. Andra Mercadejas went to me. Ipinakilala ang iilan pang kaibigan na may dala na ring mga anak. I hugged some familiar people and greeted the new friends I earned. Medyo natigil lang kami nang narinig namin ang tawanan sa banda ng anak ko. Tumawa si Snow nang nakita kung anong meron. Traya Mercadejas squatted with her still infant baby daughter in front of Jack. Si Bal teased Jack about the baby girl kaya natawa ang lahat. Ali, hindi naman daw kailangan talagang 7 taon ng agwat. Zamiel Mercadejas teased his cousin and everyone laughed. Nagulat ako sa bilang ng mga taga Costa Leona na naimbita. The Aldrich families were there. Even Andres' family, who I know as once one of the richest who fled out of the province, were there. It was a long 30 minutes full of stories and greetings when slowly we settled down, lalo pa nang narinig na ang pagdating ni Lolo. Hinanap na rin namin ang aming upuan, mas lalo nagsiupuan ang mga tao nang nakita ang paparating na matatandang Mercadejas. And of course, I stood up when I saw Señora Domitilla Mercadejas. Tumikhim si Snow at ganoon din ang ginawa sabay dala kay Archer at Jack. Iilan ang lumapit sa gitna para sa pagdating ng matanda. The old woman, in her all-white hair, usual stern expression, wrinkled face, and strong deep eyes made everyone silent. She did not even need to turn her head to see everyone who came for her. Taas noo niya lang na tiningnan sa mata kaming mga lumapit at isa-isang nagmano sa kanya. Nga lang, nagtagal sa akin ang mga mata nito. "Where is Maria Emilia?" she asked me and smiled at Jack. "Parating pa lang po," si Snow. Senora Domitilla Mercadejas nodded and turned to more people who paid her respect. Bumalik ako sa kinauupuan. The meeting of the old woman of the Mercadejas family with my grandpa was quite a scene. No one dared to document it with their phones. No one dared to say anything. Lahat ay tumingin lang, pare-parehong hindi na isinatinig ang mga naiisip. And then came my mom behind my lolo. Beso ang iginawad ni Mami kay Senora Domitilla. Both of them were elegant and stoic at the same time. Eventually, Senora Domitilla smiled, but Mami couldn't. Mami didn't. Nagpatuloy lang sa paggiya kay lolo sa tamang upuan. Kalaunan, nagsimula na rin ang lahat. It was a night of reunion, catching up, meeting new people, and family. Alam kong hindi ako masyadong sang-ayon sa mga engranding party, pero ngayon ko lang na-appreciate ang lahat ng effort at gastos na inilalaan para rito. I now understand why it is important to celebrate things like this. It is a way to reconnect with the people you thought were lost, and people who lost you. It is a way to recall the past, the mistakes, and the happy memories. It is all worth it. After the short program about my grandpa, kumain na kami. Nagulat na lang ako nang tinanong ako ni Snow bigla. "Kailan?" she asked and then glanced at my hand. Napatingin ako roon at nakita ang singsing ko. I was about to deny it when she smirked. Pearl din ang engagement ring ko. He dived through the depths of water just to get the most beautiful, I'm sure. Sabay tawa. Nagulat ako at natawa na rin. Hindi ako makapagsalita. Jackson was all silent while attending to his son when Jack couldn't help it. "Who did, tita? Dived what?" Tumawa lalo si Snow. "Your father, Jack, dived the ocean to search for your mama's pearl engagement ring." Tumingin si Jack sa kamay ko. Pumikit ako na mariin sa narinig galing kay Snow. Jack then looked at his papa with eyes full of adoration and respect. "You did, Papa? You know how to dive in the ocean?" And of course, Jackson nodded to answer his son's question. "And you gave Mama an engagement ring?" Nag-angat ng tingin si Jackson sa akin. Sinapo ko ano ako kaya lang imbis na maghintay ng sagot ang anak ko, tumawa na siya at bumaling kay Snow. Snow laughed too and smiled excitedly at my son.